back to my channel. This video is gonna be a challenge where I try to read books I've been putting away, books I've been avoiding for a while now, like at least a year or maybe even a year and a half or 2 years. These are the books that I know that I'm going to love or at least like, because they're the genres I love, or the tropes I enjoy, the stories even I know that I would like these stories, but for just some strange reason I just can't put myself to read them or push myself to pick them up. These are just some examples. I don't own all of these. Most of them I have on my Kindle, but some I just convinced myself for some reason to just buy them, because in my brain, if I had the physical book, then I would read it. But that didn't change anything. They just stay there and haven't picked any one of them. But in this video, of course, we're going to try to choose one of these to just maybe break the curse or something. So I was in the mood for a thriller, and that's when I thought maybe Yellew Face would be the perfect choice. I believe it's a literary fiction / thriller by R.F. Kuang. This was the first book I have ever read by this author. I've heard a lot of positive things about her, specifically about Babel, which also is one of those books that I've been avoiding for a while as well. Well, for Yellew Face, it follows this American author. She just started her career like 4 years ago. She had one book that didn't really do well. Her name is Jennifer Hayward, and she's also friends with this other author. She's Chinese American, and she's very, very, very successful. She owns already like 3 books that were like huge success, and she's very rich because of her work. And Jennifer, for some reason, after her friend died, she decided to take her latest manuscript. She took it, she edited it, and she just published it as her own work. And of course, because this is a good author, like she's very talented, the book was a masterpiece and it was a huge success for June. And of course, the more the success, the more the fame, the more people started to looking more into it, and people start to be like suspicious and posing more questions and like asking more questions. And that's when people from Twitter, BookTube, and Book Talk started really this huge drama against her. Like, people are starting really to call her out on her behavior, on the book, on a lot of things. Because this book is about Chinese laborers during World War I, and it's very culture heavy. Jennifer is a white woman. She did other stuff to like really make people understand or just figure that she's not. Maybe it will. I don't want to talk more about that, but it was fun. The drama that was in it was super, super, super entertaining. Like, it did remind me a lot of the drama that we saw like this, well, maybe last year with some of the authors on Twitter and in Book Talk and also on BookTube. It was super, super fun. Like, when people started to call her out on the things that she does, I have the most fun with it. I enjoyed it a lot. And as for my rating, I rated Yellew Face 5 stars because, as I said, it was so much fun. And I've never been happy to see someone go down like that because, yeah, she deserved it. I'm still conflicted about June's character, to be honest. I don't know if I understand her, or I don't know. I want to give her the benefit of the doubt, but she's not completely evil. She's just someone who has a little, like, the jealousy got way, like, I don't know, got the better of them, I would say. I don't know. I'm still conflicted about her character. I don't completely hate her, but I know that she is a bad person and she deserved what happened to her at the end. So yeah, overall it was a great book, and I would highly, highly, highly recommend Yellow Face by R.F. Kong. And of course, because my first one was a huge success and it was a 5 stars, so I felt a little too brave and I went straight and picked up the book that I was mostly intimidated by, and that book is The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V.E. Schwab. I wanted to read the V.E. Schwab book for so long now, and specifically this one because this one is like one of the OG book talk books, and I was so happy when I found it the other day, like as physical, and for some reason I just couldn't like bring myself to read it because it seems like one of those books that either you love them or you hate them, and it's also advertised as a character driven book, so I wasn't really excited about it that much because I don't know, I just felt that I wouldn't maybe enjoy it. The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, it's a fantasy. The writing, I would say, is very, very different from anything that I have read before. It feels like a little, like almost poetic, which I did enjoy, to be honest. And as for the story, the book is about Adeline LaRue. She is from France. She was born in the 1700s in this small village called Villon. She is a very curious kid. She wants to explore, she wants to travel, she wants to learn new things, she wants to go out of her small town, which is in the beginning it wasn't really a problem for her parents, but as she grew older, her mom was like, no, like girls don't do that. Like remember, we're talking about like 1700s, and she was supposed to just learn how to cook and how to do chores so she can land a husband and have children. And of course, Addie, that was not what she has in mind. Like she wants to travel, she wants to go out to learn new stuff. And then she found out about the old gods, and she tried to pray for them and gift them because she heard from this woman Estelle, if she keeps gifting them stuff and praying for them, they would eventually answer her pleas. And that's what happened one day. One god did answer her, but it wasn't the perfect choice. So she basically bargained with the devil. She basically sold her soul to the devil. In the book, we have two timelines. We have the past, which is in the 1700s, and then we have the present, which was in 2014. I believe she was in New York, and she is older than, she's over 300 years older, and she doesn't age. So this bargain was because she asked for freedom. She wanted to not belong to anyone, to be at the mercy of anybody. She wanted to be her own self, and so she can do whatever she wants. And that's what the god of darkness gave her. But he gave her his version of freedom, or the version of what he got, what he understood from her. So Addie, basically no one can remember her. Like, she's unrememberable. Even her parents don't know her. She doesn't exist anymore. And even people who met her, the minute they would turn their backs on her, they don't remember her anymore. So no one knows Addie LaRue anymore. And she was obsessed with her lifting her touch in this world. Like, she refused to go before leaving a touch, leaving something that says Addie LaRue was here. So that's what she was looking for through this 300 years of her life. And then she met this guy. I don't know if I can say that or not, but well, let's say he was very special, and he kind of like changed her life. And yeah, I don't want to say more, but I would say though I did love this book. I'm so glad that I picked this two, because this one again was super good, as I said in the beginning of this review. I love the writing style. It was almost poetic. Like, it was so entertaining. And you have, yes, it is kind of a character driven story, but you have still a plot, I would say, specifically like her relationship with this guy Henry. I think his name is Henry, if I remember correctly. Well, I don't know. I loved it. I did enjoy a lot of parts of it. There's some like little things that I would complain about, but overall it was great, and I think that I would pick up another V.S. Schwab book in the future. Yeah, I loved it. I didn't expect to enjoy this much. And as for my rating for The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, I gave it 4.5 stars, which means that this video was a huge success. And two of the books that I've been avoiding, well, first of all, I did check them off of my list, and second, I just find another 5-star read and another one of my favorite books of all time that I would obviously like recommend to everybody. I still have a lot to go through, but I think this is it for this video. I might do another part in the future, but this is it. Yeah, tell me, what are your books that you've been avoiding, and maybe this is your sign to just pick them up. And that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and see you in the next one.